What's going on, guys? It's your boy Mag Dog TV coming back with another one. So it looks like Mary Kay, Cleveland Browns insider, just gave us insights as far as what the Browns are likely to do with all four quarterbacks. Specifically, she stated it was Joe Flacco or Kenny Pickett to start the season off. I have the video clips in this video.
Every other city I go, from Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go. To every other city I go. From Colorado to the Bayou I go. Y'all know the motto, get a info I know. My people know it's Mad Dog TV, let's go.
I'm here to tell you guys one thing. If you are Shedeur Sanders, you could literally turn on Mary Kay and just let it air out while you train, and it will be enough motivation in itself to make you go hard during your workouts. You don't even have to listen to music. Just press Mary Kay discussing quarterbacks in Cleveland and just allow it to just play over loud, and you can just work out as you hear Mary Kay, because it's clear she just do not want to see Shedeur Sanders win this starting job. I'm going to play the video clip and let you guys hear what she had to say when discussing the quarterback situation in Cleveland. Then I'll give you guys my thoughts after.
All right, what's the hottest thing? What's the latest thing with the quarterback situation right now? I know you had a really good story about breaking down one of those quarterbacks in particular.
Yeah, I have a little series running right now, and it's on how each one of these guys can win the quarterback competition. So Kenny Pickett ran sometime last week, and then and I just tweeted that out again this morning. And then today, the Joe Flacco one got posted. So running through this, and then, of course, we'll still have Dylan will be next, and then Shedeur will come last. So just kind of going through what each guy can possibly do, what maybe their strengths are, maybe some of their shortcomings, and how they can get her done.
Why does it feel to me, Mary Kay, that if Joe Flacco is the starting quarterback this year, a lot of things went wrong?
Well, there's a lot of different ways that you can look at that. I think that if Joe Flacco is the starting quarterback this year, it probably just means that in week one, he is the most ready to go out there and win a football game for the Cleveland Browns. I don't necessarily think it means that a lot of things went wrong. I just think from a readiness standpoint, perhaps he's the one that would have the best handle on the scheme, have the best chemistry with his wide receivers and things like that. It doesn't mean that that Kenny can't swoop in there and steal that job by them, but he's really going to have to show that he has a complete mastery of this scheme and this system, and that they don't have to dial it back a lot to put him in there. So these will be some considerations, and I do think that that as the preseason goes along, it will become evident.
Do you still think Pickett's kind of the leading guy for this thing right now, or do you think it's Joe?
I think those guys are probably kind of neck and neck, and it will be determined by style is another thing. When you go with Joe, you will be deciding that you're not going to use some of the quarterback movement that you can do with Kenny Pickett, and you would be giving up some of that movement in the name of those big explosive plays.
Mary Kay, the situation that the coaches find themselves in, do you think there are serious marching orders from above on this quarterback stuff? Or is it completely going to be who looks good here in training camp and in the preseason? I have no idea. I'm sitting here thinking it's a wide open 4 quarterback race, and not necessarily to start week 1, but to be your main guy this year. What do you think there might be? Is there guidance from above? Is there pressure from above? What do you think it is?
I don't think so. I don't really think there's guidance or pressure from above. I think that Jimmy and Dee Haslam and the ownership group, they really would like to see the Browns win as many games as possible. But that is an organizational philosophy. That is not coming from above. That's something that Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski want as well. This is not, let's see if we can improve that Jacksonville, that first round pick at all, or or do anything more to make sure that we get the quarterback that we want next year. That's not what they're going to do this year. That's not how they're going to operate. They are going to go out there and they're going to try to win every single week. And that is the only mandate from anyone.
Mary Kay, I asked this yesterday, and I'm just wondering if all moves now made about this team, because the dome coming to fruition last week, and it just feels like everything pushing forward to going out to Brook Park, is like every move going to be scrutinized as like, oh, that's a move towards the dome, or I just think that people are going to look at it like, oh, well, they got to make sure they have their quarterback by the end of next year because they want to make sure they have that quarterback when they move into the dome. Like I just have a feeling that that's going to be a catalyst for a lot of the things. I don't know. Have you heard that? I've heard that a little bit. I'm just curious if that's, and I don't know that can be in the mindset of the front office, but it's kind of out there.
Well, they do plan their roster for years out. That's why they draft guys sometimes that are only 20 years old, because they are thinking 3, 4, 5 years ahead. So when you look at it from that standpoint, of course, then they would be looking at a quarterback that would flourish in a dome or enclosed stadium type of situation. So it's definitely going to be a factor, because you will have access to that quarterback for at least 5 years. And hopefully, if he gets to his second contract, a lot more than that. So, yes, I think that will be a consideration.
All right, Mary Kay, let's count down those days as we get ready for camp, and we appreciate it. So thank you, Mary Kay. Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Kay.
Sure. Thanks, guys.
Right.
So it's clear, if Joe Flacco wins the starting job, he's basically the Band-Aid for the Cleveland Browns. If you go Kenny Pickett, he's going to have to earn it during the training camp. That is basically what Mary Kay is stating. Now, she didn't speak about Dylan Gabriel yet or Shedeur Sanders. She's going to do a write-up on them in expected coming days. I cannot wait to see what she's going to say about Shedeur Sanders, because, of course, you guys know right here on Mag Dog TV, I'm going to light it up. I'm keeping the receipts, because I know for a fact when training camp begins, Shedeur Sanders is going to light it up. He's going to dominate. And I just cannot wait to see the faces of those out there that had doubted him 1,000%. And as I said before, if you are Shedeur Sanders, simply play Mary Kay interviewed about the quarterback situation in Cleveland, and that will be enough motivation in itself to get you ready to go for the 2025 football season. Because, man, the hate is real. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notification bell. That way, every time I upload a new video, you guys will see it. Also, get down in the comments and let me know what's your thoughts as we get closer and closer to the Cleveland Browns training camp. Until next time, peace.